Manever I say ma PENDREAM TV. PENDREAM TV there. I see them yopo. See. Yanko near we kakra. Weekend the sir and the NPP rather. Yes, omoko two omo constituency elections no. Na tokwa pie bunya asem ketwa. Okatakyie Afrifa mensa. Ewo constituency ewo agona sechere side ho. Na report ni chire mu a say na Captain Smart Sinebo so person DMP no. Okatakyie so ewo interest. Ewo part na bato a omokum. Na according to report Okatakyie moko secure injunction say omo ema abato no ema so. Unfortunately, omo ntimi anseve and say injunction ba menim say a belief na ya no the injunction e kwa na say itimi the injunction ma wase gine ko serve other parties no na esuo kaso obroa kaso obombat enema esi ye na otimi sa akwa so ahye papa allegedly yeso ko farm macho men 50 macho man bako a confirm say ye don't fi Kenya ase ne bae yentie ma me bako account yentie
and I'm Okatakyie o nam say anti wo ni no mo say an enti wa ha say so ke kan ye ma na ya hye de beto aba agu for anybody guys o mo mpene ma abato ne ma so
ono aka ho bi no
ono aka ho bi is commander kra ne kasa so nya so no wo commander ne hwe fam let me just meeting house here anyway ya say yeah ma pe ba bi afa ana wo commander he so na ba ke so say sabasa do mo mpene say obeye commander sa to one na Jordan and call for started no ma gan short you and a process for so yes I almost soon say obe any pan
on one at 2 who so no
who me say yes and I say ma me craft me why and I'm see wo want me to come here what is it to what you see what hey me to be come here I'm so e hu a process for wa
Mami chiremu a Okatakyie Afrifa aka Bonfa KK KK David Michiro aka Bonfa KK Mami no where eyewitness account she saying say abato no share o mhehye boot no ne ballot box o meto to ne na gumu no eno Okatakyie ne boys e buy say abato no mo mane maso na na msakra ma Okatakyie twitu ema one shot ema police commander no di anim no obo no hwe fom sati mame no
and I'm Okatakyie o nam say anti wo ni no mo say an enti wa ha say so ke kan ye ma na ya hye de beto aba agu for anybody guys o mo mpene ma abato ne ma so
ono aka ho bi no
ono aka ho bi is commander kra ne kasa so nya so no wo commander ne hwe fam let me just meeting house here anyway ya say yeah ma pe ba bi afa ana wo commander he so na ba ke so say sabasa do mo mpene say obeye commander sa to one na Jordan and call for started no ma gan short you and a process for so yes I almost soon say obe any pan
on one at 2 who so no
who me say yes and I say ma me craft me why and I'm see wo want me to come here what is it to what you see what hey me to come here I'm so e hu a process for wa
okay etia ma me ba ko na owo biaya sa mentem ho asene si ye no ena wode na no nisem atudwa kama
agora fahim yes e fi ayi na Kenya se bai ati agora fahim na moda bi agora minim ho ne mo one tie se bia ye kwa bia bi timi o masa bi better so kada chen ba no ma hotel na moda ya so mo ha ne mo moda wa na wo de anya fi magana no
okay abrantia ba ko no so cancer macho men for no ho ono so account ni video no clear what you say ti ube he na ni mo atim se obi anim no wase Okatakyie no mba o mko so mana hotel mu da fiem na o catch up se enya de se ye fa ne sen abato no beba so ono akwakoji injunction ne to aba ne so na girl ba ko a onye girl de I'm told she's the member of parliament for sa constituency entokwa ne ko horom no Alaska fage ne toso na me hade to the guy ne toso a now the Okatakyie the hank of goodness ano e de aka ho parliament ne enko ne kekesa parliament no sorry so odi omo DMP ne abisa enye bete sa se chenchena chia onim di me na manfo ka se bra sometimes manfo betime deceive you o betime DMP simple na de ade wan hwe a niam be fom no enya asem keto asa enti issues no doso papa enti moma lady no ho fe yese o 37 years you quite machiri bakra so 37 years old. Okay, lady nini. Yes, fair lady kama. Ono MP no. Fair maybe is one. Maybe it's in cancer board. Never pan ai ohene no. Ohene no boss tro no. Ohene no boss tro no nyasem ketwa. Maybe it's in cancer board. Agree is my hene. Ne banie. Never pan a council of state chairman no. Okay. MPP ne opese to my for and amfa yes na bosutro de se che bosutro na nya asem ketwa enti lady ni o 37 years or member of parliament enti
former deputy minister for foreign affairs MPP time
no no a former deputy minister for foreign affairs enti honorable Mavis in cancer board no Okatakyie so betu no person wajenti or the tax 50 and now but now shall see ya bedafa eti never punish white now okono anti agree ma hene eti wo de okọ papa na ekono wa koboga ba kusumo ho aga na okotokra pa de we and odi ne search trail so na nampa cho Nana next time no ukodi politics and chiko to sutra grassroots ni betwa atie go nana politics ya masa oba na ya microphone no na chiwo na wankonye obi a ono so yi na wadwe se odo ho bajim dia opani to dam yo enti na jese issue ba ko and no ti ye betebu when say for discussion but yanko yoko so fa yoko krata ne to ne nhwade enra na report reach ma Dennis Miracle Saboaje etu kwan ena yoko company for ekommo ano e Accra International Airport na ne enti ayamo ano no details no yoko company for the aba or the krata ne beto so na yakenkan na wanya details no said enkrofo ka say ban no ena opeso intimidate Miracle Saboaje na Miracles no contested for NPP communication director but Aboaje na ono Bawumia communication boss proud to election 2024 enti enye news bi asa meti ready from screen so na me hear my phone so me kan from screen so na mame page mu kakra si amenyi mame page mu kakra ti okay we mana bananim kakra mame a all right I think say yen starting fi hanom we press release you company for the abanne na almost arrest of Dennis Saboaje aka Miracles you see any guy name and Gerald appear in respect of 55 million Ghana cedis investigations into the Inter-Ministerial Coordinating Committee on Decentralization. Wow. Inter-Ministerial Coordinating Committee on Decentralization. And Dennis Miracle Saboaje and Gerard appear. One more and a 13th. And I said no on the 12th rather. One more chill. But the next 13th July 2026. And now, assembly appear. Yanku enim. The Economic and Organized Crime Office, aka YOCO, wishes to inform the general public that it has arrested Mr. Dennis Edward Abuaje. T. Dennis Marcus Abuaje ni diankasa ni Mr. Dennis Edward Abuaje, former executive secretary of the Interministerial Coordinating Committee on Decentralization, in connection with ongoing investigations into alleged financial and procurement-related irregularities at the Secretariat. Timisrao tie. Chia omochi Dennis Marcus Abuaje no. Yo confirm pani for chiremu se emre binak Dennis Marcus Abuaje Akufo-Addo air president no. Na oy executive secretary Emma Interministerial Coordinating Council on Decentralization. Enti saa juma koi ana institution ba ti on no dano. Na sikasembi enho kuntabuo enhyeden sisisu yie aw secretariat wo. Asa sika no esombo 55 million Ghana cedis. 55 million Ghana cedis. Ona ne ko Rollins die ni mo a. Aya 550 billion. 550 billion. The arrest follows extensive investigations commenced by Yoko after receiving a petition from the current executive secretary of the same institution, requesting further investigations into a forensic audit conducted into the affairs of the Secretariat, covering the period from 1st August 2022 to 2nd February 2025. And Yoko received petition. And to be a chokokoma Yoko say, Sir Interministerial Coordinating Committee on Decentralization, Omuchumadia Omudi, no, the current boss, no, at the petition Akwakoma Yoko say, Sika ko committee ni Jumadie mu, and who kuntabona kwa bwachibidi. And to say Yoko, a 50 August Bosome 2022, Ekopim 2nd February 2025, no, Emushim and Koso, Ominium. And to be the petition, Ekokoma, Yoko, and a Yoko su edin Jumadie. Pia Ekotop Kakrana Mentoaso. And ti Otese Yachiobia. And yes, I ote me dasi abra no eden. Now ma crasso. Mami traswe. The investigations which commenced last year, following an initial forensic audit of the said institution and the subsequent petition, concerned the suspected misappropriation, misapplication, diversion, and theft of public funds mounting to about 55 million. Wow. And one year forensic audit, forensic audit about that period, And now who say, Sika call, Sasha operations in mo. Esombo be 55 million, no. E be a misappropriation, e be a misapplication, e be a diversion, and e be a theft of public funds. Timami mie bi honani sunchiro. Misapplication. Eno no nya krono. But eno na de papa we call Evan say Joe mo lawyer yi chachuchikata. Misapplication. Say bia yama sika safato A4 sheet ekitami. But to this guy kokoto pen. But ni nyina no ehia institution no. And only a misapplication. Eti hono asam na meka. Tiemiye. But misappropriation idea. Misappropriation idea. That is a one new huni baby. Then there's another diversion. Sesikano, what they kwakwe jumadi so did you know? Now what they are funching and chair one as ubechim and a theft in the chrono. But what you say? Theft of public funds amounting to 54 million. I didn't know kabum. by misapplication there make an say misapplication quantum di chachuchi kata eko prison me kire ma kire ye misapplication a ye de abo oja for ha no eti misapplication diversion theft and then misappropriation ti ehɔ no nyina no eka misapplication no ho but say misapplication ko akufo etimi di jeli chachuchi kata dia ene me dia men kenkana men komonim. The former executive secretary of the said institution, Mr. Dennis Abuaje, aka Miracles, the former accountant of the said institution, Mr. Gerard Apia, and others are under investigation for suspected offenses, including one. But let us need to. Okay. 1. Conspiracy to steal and stealing. Conspiracy to steal and stealing. Bakono, using public office for profit. Mienu, causing financial loss to the state. Miensa. Dissipation of public funds. And 9. Defrauding by false pretenses. And then enum. Money laundering. Ensia. Aye. We need miracles to survive. Young him. Young him. Alaska. Okay. Last one in here. 7. Other suspected offenses. Enti Kodua Yoko Diabo Sankrofo no. Ti miracles Gerard Apia and Krofo Ekaho. Enti other offenses no nie. Okay, enti other suspected offenses and how much to say boneye bia koso a eno so honum. Okay. Yoko notes that Gerard Apia has voluntarily begun refunding into bracket returning the loot of funds connected to the crimes under investigation. Yoko lete them say a branch from Gerard Apia no accountant Edema Miracles no was started sika no wode ba when Yoko lete omede aba was started sika na sebi owi aye no was started otua was started a refund was started a deba mamin komanim. These recoveries do not and by themselves these recoveries do not and by themselves conclude the investigations process, neither does it absolve any suspect of any crime. Sasika mutuenya no chese sabio investigations ya wie ana obi yi ne ho afrim utua ya na okoda bi sawodi abanti wodi aba akwa na kosa kekere da bi yokoso omunyi ntum sa. Following significant new findings last week relating to suspected fraud and theft involving Mr. Dennis Abuaje, who is already aware of the investigation and has already visited the office on Okay, let me take it again. Following significant new findings last week relating to suspected fraud and theft involving Mr. Dennis Abuaje, who is already aware of the investigation and has already visited the office on it. Okay. Yoko initiated operational plan to effect his arrest last week. Etimisrewa mameko name cheche wenum kakra hwade. Enti womose somewhere last week. Bibi fufuro bi astati pie free ehwem na omoye no. Bibi fufuro bi astati pie a chese fraud bi ene krono bi akoso a Dennis Miracles Abuaje eka ho bi ono ya we. Ene hwem na omoye no oya we dada a afie twa mu kra no Yoko I invite na manako. Wa visit office wonum amanako. Yoko initiated an operational plan to effect his arrest this week. At your company for about your free. You're careful. Your company for Abo Mutibu Pose new findings be a banner who be here say miracles no. A banner beside the same don't chimuba. Eti na otwe no me amadwen so medan. Omo ebekwa kwache no. Eti na chese wo okonnra no. Asemba munya butro Ghana for. Asemba munya butro obi jan Yoko. Uko bisan say why dey say achi miracles. Then why ye? E bisan no wonim. Ghana for asemba munya butre. O de amami kenkan koma ni mo. Paragraph 7 Madrid. Okay. Okay. As part of this process, Mr. Abuaje was placed on the stop order a week ago to prevent any sudden travel that could impede the investigation this week. Yoko Kachiremu said, some investigations on me ya Dennis Miracles, Omahunu, fraud be any chronobi akoswa, ne humbo no. Last year, Oba office. Last week, this week come here so much no. Womo at the NATO, Adiebe friend said stop order. And no, ye ma ho kwan mount to kwan. Miracles no ya aware. He was placed on stop order a week ago. Now trinye, and this stop order no. Eto ne so a, man ho kwan, man prem. On to kwan said ebeya ebekwa kwa osi akwan e de am hwemo omo this week no. That's the impediment na omoka ho asem no. Okay, mama nkomanim. Unknown to the office, he had already departed the country. Wow. Upon his arrival at Kotoka International Airport on Saturday night. Not just okay. Okay. Enti miracles no. Yaman stop order. Mount to kwan. And all the astrobra chair de ekoye. Etu akwa woba. Tienko. Upon his arrival at the Kotoka International Airport, but Okatakyie Yoko say is here at Accra International Airport. Etu omni Kotoka fi almost one mistake back come on. And I bet me. Is here at Accra International Airport. And upon his arrival at the Kotoka International Airport on Saturday night, officers of the Ghana Immigration Services, executed the stop order and handed Mr. Abuaje over to Yoko on Sunday morning. Now there's a Saturday crown at the end. He subsequently accompanied investigators on a search on Sunday, which is expected to continue today. And the Obebwa investigations, search on Baye, and running the Ombe to us. Yoko further confirmed that Mr. Abuaje will be granted bail in accordance with the Constitution and the laws of Ghana. Likewise, Mr. Gerard Apia is expected to complete his bail conditions today and will be released while investigations continue. Etioko for mpani for himself Ghana Constitution actually be as ultimate bill na de ade ni nyina no omunim enti ombeman bill ti niema ombebisa na de ade nyina owi a ombeman bill omka so omde ne kwa kwahye ho be na atwemienu na atwemi da bi omum Ghana mraso sanso na Mr. Gerard Apia accountant no ono de nso the same thing na be ya ono kra no hwe nim say the bail conditions obe meeting ne na ono nso ekofie. Yoko remains committed to conducting its investigations professionally, impartially, and strictly within the law. The office will continue to respect the constitutional rights of all persons under investigation while pursuing its mandate to investigate economic and organized crime and recover public assets. The public is assured that further updates will be provided and as and when appropriate. Okay. Etiwei ena Yoko mpani for the aba. Eti watch yache Dennis Miracles Abuaje details no ena Yoko for the aba. Nti Mr. Wada sa adwuma me yi adwuma radio gold yi unya ne ba bia ye mo yesire mu nka ti enye se bia Yoko boss ene adwuma 400 time miracles emre bi miracles be som Ghana ene obi di petition kokoma Yoko say from August 1 2022 ebe pim 2nd February 2025 dwuma di omudi ye no wo mususu se ene ba bi nsisisu yi ento omo hwehwem ete ha ne aba bedro ha eno aba bedro nti megidi say I've done my best to read the letter and translation sem ye ma otiase no ma ya ma watiase yi se ne be ya obi ka onso benya bi na watimi akakire enipa no and so far we ni eti ache miracles enti sa asem ya ache na me kosi bo ache badwuma me se ache miracles enti ma mentu ayi na menko da bi enya de se badwuma nti sabi sa adwene na e wo form na ye chi obi a ye nyina mpu nkohwe no se mutimi jai na my Ghana etimi ekonanim ona mama wakwa babiem
so okay waji
o chance free ya hwe ye de NPP di ato onum Yoko and NPP so the same former appointees of Aban then we are sanitation so onum etima biem di amount ahimfa na be chance free
you okay waji me konsem ni mienu nyina so na amemo NDC Aban abaso President John Dramani Mahama, National Chairman Honorable Johnson Asedun Katia, Afe Abamu Panyifo nyina Chief of Staff Honorable Julius Debra, leadership in Parliament, majority leadership. Omu nyina no mede abasoboma omo ewo enema ye hu na mesha sefri miracles aboaje ensem no ho. Krata o kan ye no Mejide se mraso se the entire Ghana for to abama ye no ye 200 amount there but sometimes no an amount to na you to no say ya ma amount for na hu they wouldn't believe the government is working. So we krata o kan ye ya ada di pefe say some of the charges are omode abo miracles no me kranya na nkam ni say miracles na ye na hotedi some of the charges no per the content of the letter no ye hu say one of the accused accountant no washa ze kura wotua ne de na che say ade a onye ye de na okokutua u sha say wotua You see, now that there's evidence, they say, such charges, no, Obia shall see it, no, not just a Bibia Koso, Chrono Koso. And at the Pacopa, ma Ghana for 2 Abama NDC, my Baba Muno. I say, Sa Catashane Proyane Chrono, Yababani be 2 assay. And to say you 2 assay, and you 2 assay, as a quiet manner. The ordinary Ghanaian down there now or no or to Abama ye say emra na ye metu sakata sha na omo a omo efa akwati kwan so ese omo ajapade na omo di omo sika no ye mamra ne omo ni no si ama omo hu se anamo say na aban na tu yachi we we will do the right thing but the people down there will not know that we are doing the right thing so nye letter we ya o kan ya kamnim se sa nsensem we ya ho no nipa ba kwa woka miracles aboaje ho no ono age ne de atum kra asati etua bi ena krata na ma ya nya ntie se miracles aboaje na nkasa ya awo investigation bi koso okho enti ade na ye ma omanfo ni hu TikTok akwa bi de YG me promote no ha ba o se o president ya unim ade ba kwa obeye obokro no ha obechiw na yetwa o picture na de akobo public toilet sa ma oba ne be ma picture na ebo ho no wo yo oba na echiw a wo ne bi twa picture na de akwa akobo sa wo ye be ma na nti obi e ba hu se nipa na obo ho no ye krofo for 1 year wow onim ene nipa suro camera chan tuo obi di bone otwitu o no obeku obi di bone fa camera kosi ne so obedwane agya ho enti ya chi obi nipa na gye atum a start ye payment or ye refund of the accused offense no na say je say ye kwache stand MPP ni a obi anim no ema ho ba dede ansana ya issue statement say even case na aba no nipa ba ko ka ho kra wa start refunding the dia then you see we are in a country bibia baby no you have to look at the political side because politics na ma ye ba ban mu wanye politics a wo ma ban mu the miracles wo ye nyina no politics na wo ye because ne party for adi na chi wo ho omo ye dede wo ho omo nte asem na se o but omo ye dede wo ho so ye the mandate amaya ye ho adwuma the mandate na ye nkro for the amaya no ye mo mu say ye adwuma no these are the outcomes ya chiwe wa started to anya sa ebe wie no ombeka say MPP ni NDC ye nyina ye pe mi ho ye nyina ye nyepe na me free say sa issue we from 2022 to 2025 ho hwehwemu na omo ye enti MPP ni bia wotifie ebia onya akrata ni bi nkan ya Radio Gold akan ya mawate minim se anwumre headquarters for so meka headquarters a Kevin Taylor obetieche mama yenuanom so amefo no so ate ase yi said ya o kan no I'm quoting him obetieche mama o mate ase no mo hu se sabi okotre nkore mako ema puncheni enkwate hu fifiri miracles abuaje ye omoye ni naming ceremony no ne maame na busuafo ne ko ni dinko na wo MPP ni na wo nso so wasore se wo akọ twe protest no wo so odinko
esi bia ko yesi bia ko pepper spray go money
so at the end of the day no wo no be fa ho no asan akọ create problem no akọ aban kukum na miracles na nkasa because from the document no yese ye be man bail said the mrane say no ye the mrano ebegu na kwam nti wo na wo sorry akọ se wo akọ twe protest no wo twe akosisen you are only going to sympathize with him and it is a caution and a memedema MPP for no say minim so mu ebeche opposition but say in the next 30 to 40 years omunya kwan ba mu biom na o man sika da ho they would work with the money and use it to the benefit of ordinary Ghanaians. Na we no aya dibia your national chairman na me follow no before Oba national chairmanship position no. Say okọ radio na ebusa ne say one ho na contest ya oso ono nko ana o contest. Because ebia nipa na obebo ni din so one ne na contest no obi kura nim no but the moment ya obebo ni din wo show no so no obi be akọpe na hwe Saturday we are asino we are just making miracles popular or more popular and obi be kase o declare an intention say obe contest communication director no enunti na ye subject to this and some of the MPP people now start here or making that accusations no. Meanwhile there is a genuine reason no you have even faulted you know said there's an investigation me wa hey 9 months assemble ya omode me for no me ko ba bia me notify CID
I see
we are aware say BB koso you have to notify the Iyoku for no because investigation is pending pre the document no one more money there say wako aba
yeah the stop order
they are told so and I will defy the order and wako aba in the first place no say Iyoku ye court a contempt so you can be arrested for that and the MPP for no I'm say baby a omo ankasa omo aduru as a party no they just want to be heard and when we give them the opportunity to be heard some people gets to listen to them whether they understand them or not. And to mesre yoko for no say all the cases are more AD are involving political appointees, no. They should let the people know, say, because say ya nyane sa echina obekwa kopiki obi. People will think say yes amre na no apike no.
Okay.
Not knowing say the person is even under investigation for some period.
Yeah.
Nipa na nkasa ni mu ba oba betra news file a onka.
Yeah.
Onya akwanya wo City News and City TV a onka. Onya akwanya wo Radio Gold a.
All this one just
all this one no or the ahye no ho. Enti said they know wo aban mu a or ye misappropriation na wo mo obi amane or diverted funds or mo obi amane or use ne office for profit.
Yeah.
Public office for profit. O mo obi amane no. Saa na we so omo frɛ na okohoku de o mo obi amane. But one say ye pick no there. He wants sympathy from his party people. But now Ghanaians know better than any NPP member. Obi oye Ghana ni sesi a wo otiase ehwe de abanyi ye no ete niema ase so echen obi a. And with the social media na aba no ene bibia ni ho a obe kata so a ebeyi enti niema wa chechire mu wa ha yi den ya mabunu no Ghana fo obi a follow e social media obi ahu die nti a Denis Aboaje aka Miracles ene yokofo apeke no de gidi se enya de bia ebekọ akọwie bone e de ama aban because aban ne ye papa.
I know there.
Now coming back to the MPP.
You found one.
Okay.
You found one. Ti mamechia Sam Jerome Emra. Yaba na fi. You first round the MPP the another wins in the room. Sami akwaba. Na bibi aboko there.
Nyame adom boko no so.
Nyame adom boss on here.
Nyame adom boko.
Nyame ase. Sam Jerome na motinika no one head of corporate affairs of office in here. Public affairs, okay. Cocoa board. Public affairs. More than public affairs. Cocoa board. Other panikesi or dano. You can come on here, the rest of Dennis Miracles. And then he was the Dinaga said Dennis Edward Aboaje, aka Miracles. You could the details of the arrest number. Say once upon a time na interministerial could be omote and no more show for decentralization on a penny kasi on an accountant. Sika come 55 million. 7 charges and Bomo. Miracles. He has been visiting Yuko since last year. Or ya well, been at the petition come no more follow. But man for fail say mobile and now more day Marasha Monsem more intimidation. That's an one thing. But going through documentary, you could yabano contrary to what people are doing on Mami to you with this development.
Watching my main dancing chair on chair. A tea for name once what I share Facebook in Mammy Chow, Namin chair. A year MP so. Their echo sono to me, dear, and ya dear a mama be brave. Na ne fana enye one year say yache a political actor na yenya political party for a year day echo like echo show solidarity na abodom pem den ewo ho but meant na hanka say me NDC ninti I mean say NDC ayebe ananya no kre
I know there. It's true.
But what I say in the end say na say NDC mu yoko abefa eye NDC penyini bi ana bibisa na yesusu se bi emu owrema tiemi o yesusu se emu owrema ene ye nsusu ye
okay
se emu ye owrema ye beko ho akobisa se yibia so ma enhyeda nye obi adefofo but ade a mesre ne say the moment a obeko ho no Shene hunu say wako ho because oye party ni. Not because it be a sebeka for nipa ne ye unua na say ubibi, but you went there in the name of so ye party ni.
Okay.
And by virtue of say nipa ne ye party ni intino. Intina won so aye den wako ho.
Okay.
Because me too, miracles are my downfall. But say mini hobby, and I'm a boy. Because me a dandy, me party ni. So what I say. So the moment you go there, what you need to do is to comport yourself. Emre nchiri so obebo dompem day ewo ho. Emre nchiri say obebo o party ni bi echidom. There's nothing against that. But when I walk on, and I was all day, we are very careful. Say after your solidarity, no. One kasa unko pe or how na mani binye den and fan bro. But I don't speak for Yoko.
Okay.
Intino from Saturday, emone adeno. Ubia wonder. You understand? Even people in government, in position. If I tell you they were wondering, what is the reason behind? Then a tertiary ammonia day. So as I say, I see be a miracle ammonia. Me or platform be so and what you share a by moon paying for top. You see, some ask on person where they we know a chiram woman say there is no grand scheme. And I see be a bibia yanwa with them one ye de ba bonting because yes and Kabe won't say paying for bimu a day. Aware. But it's like nobody is aware. Which means say you could na brane nechuma.
Okay.
Okay. Ujina brane oye day.
Oye
nechuma.
No interference.
And that is why from Saturday, one shade hunu ubia utimi beye so definite. Ebe can say ni nti. Ni acheno. Ko pim say krata ye day. Eba bonting. Emu obia hu se bia say ni say. So huno. Say so if ye nya saa entiase na eniema bi wo ho na we will not overrate it.
Okay.
We will not overrate it, but ye be hu ni say it is part of the process and it needs to be what? It needs to be done. Ebia wo behwe no miracles no enye ne nwanwa. Okay, and then one I say, it's anything extraordinary because but I say, I did and what is so opinion question tell and you opinion question and Mishia ni money ade, but onuna inim yadia a yede a one because when disclosure a day and slow into no name the medical doctor in nim or how a day okum into ono no senka ukofre no no webisa say den ne ku obega say hey enfa nkosho bi obi mo media mayare na mayede in a move so what I say so if you should ask a miracle can even come 10% and say oh I'm passa the akrata na chere no omunu susu say ebia maye bibi say so hunu intino ebia investigation say dey ekoso to investigate somebody in Chese or you're guilty or not. In fact, by a constitution, ubi a wakobo krono a wache ne kurano. Constitution nature say there is a presumption of the innocence until say what prove say ni panaye. So on the basis of this, no, see nya ye honti ase wo sa nioma we mu nyina ye frɛ Jerome say oh bra yet to one maybe say we anasi say one you be adding be do a chia quiet day a be our lawyer ni okay because you understand the system and then also better say there is no institution which has been weaponized say it be a ending crofwania and also be ma a hunty aside there because watches when the tables stand tomorrow we will do the same thing.
That's true.
And just about 2 years. But a new 2 years over here. We were doing the same thing. And it is because of how certain institutions say it has been weaponized. And as you use the ABCD. That's why I say miracle. Omo ye de wa bontini ade na. He will even be surprised if omo ye dey. Ono mo yes sir. Because ono no nim near them. Okay. Look, I cannot speak to the charges now.
Yeah, they abono.
Yeah, they abono.
Okay.
Okay. Because it still remains charges, which still investigations Ekoso. Say we are investigating based on A, B, C, D. However, Niabetimia come the wasem the Gerald guy because Krata any wasem na mensume can be say.
Yeah.
Wajia tumu ena osisi kabi ompo de or deba. Okay. Enti kwapem ze bia ono no beka ne side no. We are speaking from the document ayede about bonting. So say bia ono ne de bi so osi buo ayo krase makanso menye den. Menwe ye. Enti no de wo mu bia me de be den. Me de beba. Emone ade. But me ni nyina nkanfo no. Ade a me pese ye hye ne nso na ye establish ene se sade a wuduru buru ni ko mu a uhunu wa bonten se eye fe no saa nso na eye ne mra ene ne court nsem ne investigations money ade no extreme cases in abunze bia nkofa bodompem ewo baabi ewo ebia ba eburu ni krom but what I say but if you hun as normal and then say BBC ya enya de a enyoma bi say no ye be hu no anything extra ordinary money ehon keka ho ne I don't think that miracles beat me abeka say bia obro mraso anameboa
yeah
I don't think they be a miracles because we senior member in NPP than wound to me anameboa I don't think they be a miracles who say or you're more NPP than a gift to worry. I'm not sure the miracles will say eye oyenipa chen hanan oyenipa chen hanan and I say all the other NPP people no more there they are standing a trial or various forms of the investigations so no I'm not sure say he will say that so ni nyina nkan fo no the amestro mama bo dompem ama traffic achi and then say ubetimi mpo adaho no problem. So no, ubetimi mpo ada eho. The only thing is don't foment trouble. And as a menye day, menye basa ebia ebema mra enwa day akwakudi because ene ya say based on the character and say miracles ebe fia. Me gidi se umbi se ombechirim obetimi achim say and you ebia their character ne kan sa na ye day. Etie say yes they are investigating me. I may cooperate but them said they too far honey say me too kwan was me kra na manya den mankra na ya den ya be family tie bia eho no machia kakra so hu no money ade but because I just want us to stop ya invite you be na ya ye no amanyo say must do say bia obi we chante
yeah and nona can be a question because you've been a politician some former government appointees be more and some of you are noba. So are we saying say politicians and muti say institution be wabesum na osum na osum ye no and who be here to be boom akonta na say na yeke ye hwe wonsiemu na police bechiwa na aswe bi or what's out 2 minutes on safrewa. Must you also incite the public against the institution and government say as a motai? This
no me bompa say you beat me because the worst say police becho say BNI becho say yoku whatever becho
yeah
the worst they can do is to arraign you before court.
Yes.
The worst they can do
is
to arraign you before court. If say omufize bia omu nyina so bia.
Yeah.
So they me be there ebe court. What they make court so anya udi me do court ana ye pian wa she unze bia ko udi for ana say bibi say. So no. No, but na yama enioma na ye den aye so extraordinary. Yanti ko ma president Mahama ya investigating no.
Yeah.
They didn't really investigate President Mahama. A whole former president, he was investigated. So what I said, then they see fiancé. So fiancé. Indiana na may come a chita for not say. So if a former president you're investigating, where you say senior members of the previous government, you're investigating a woman, we should see it as a whole way. And your money enrich here, I'm okay come say Hanan or more than no court or my drop charges, and I'm a boy. And your democracy be animal. Isn't it? And democracy be animal. Yeah, democracy be. So what is different about some of these things money are there? Into your best rate. Yes. Nipani or for your party, nothing stops you. Watching and making, nothing stops you. Nothing. Watching what one I see police vibe frame me out. Oh, yeah, madam for. We mean you up myself. Wait me about her. Yeah. Baby said then. So what I say. Yeah. But you ask yourself, say, is it worth it? Is the banner because of commotion? Now you don't so you're there. Ekokotum. Yeah. So no. Yes, you don't so kokotum. I mean then well my guys one much NPP NBC somewhere last year. I'm supported because Dinya brother I'm prosecute you know. Imagine because anybody change your journal. Yeah. But would them. Yeah. So uchrim. So me when the pay chire be our babam crowd. Wow, no crowd be had. Watch it. So intimate mesre. Okay. We should see this as part of our young processes. So we should see this as part of it. Many sure say Ura Remonacha obey BB deliberately. Okay. Because he's aware say baby or tea. He might not be there forever. Of course. And I'm a boy. Yeah. He's aware. And many sure say Sabeka from Fanchem, he's not dumb. Yeah. Abeka say me ye and you may be said yeah. Ebeye we onya kai deni no we kuno. You understand? He want to live. And ochine he will give an account. Say me ye juma sono. And as such, you know, we be no person ye be no wait me I there. Wait me I because me ye juma a say day. Efata intimacy. Let's credit our institutional heads with some level of we say they don't mean bad. Name say yesusu say bia BBC ni BBC aide ako so. Okay. Enti no ye musemu. Ye bisa asama menye sure say ye bua okunfo. Yeah, ye mu okunfo. Enti no. Let's see. President Mahama cooperated, and I'm sure say any other individual can also cooperate. All right. The head of public affairs, Cocoa Board, Sam Jerome, and Motin and Kanoti Wimame. Remonancho must know that the table will turn. Definitely. 2028, it will turn. Definitely. Bawumia is coming. The table will turn. What is it? It looks as though every quarter. It looks as if you see this is in a way trying to divert attention. The NDC government and the President Mahama, they are not seeing through. So once in a while they need to create a drama for the attention to focus towards that. Look, what they are doing, Ghanaians know that 2028 they will not take the power again. No. I'm not saying that if somebody has found fault the law, you should not be invited. But this is not how you do it. You seem to lead the party to organize the party at the national level. Do you think that some of these acts have the tendency of breaking your... They are making this country, the peace of this country, they are bringing it to question. Isn't it nice? Okay, and the former Greater Accra Regional Minister, no, Nikwate Titus Glover, AKMP3. Gold Super XP product in the account for the amount. We are driving in a Utimia. Ope Fango Papa, amount engine a chair. Fango Papa, amount engine is soon SSN Papa Moa. Gold Super XP product in the B. Two Bura gold filling stations via Ghana. Okwa say Ope Gold Super XP. Also feel ha obe feel gold. Why just say a good energy. Palm Mills. Adama can be SOS yasene. SIC say Ebra Kofi shop eja to mono. Sabi nye niema egu shop no mo ehye nko no lusu ye. Na Kofi ni da so nyina asa. But the sense no den ho abedom ye nti. Ade bi ohwere ye na esi ye.
yɛsan ɛhyɛ n'anam ɛma n'anim ɛba asere biem ɛberɛ a Aram de ne car nam kwan so na car no kɔsɛeɛ no ɛsize de ahohare so ɛna kyerɛ sɛ yɛkɔɔ no mmoa a ɛnɛ yi wɔsan nam kwantempɔn no so a n'anim aba asere biem ɛberɛ a Alhassan ɛne n'abusua ɛhyia akwanhyia a no mo hwɛ anim sɛ sɛbio akorɔfo tetwa ma bɛto ahyɛ wɔn so na nea wɔn wɔ nyinaa no ahwere wɔn no SIC de ahohare so kɔɛ ɛma adeɛ bi ewia wɔn no yɛtumi de hyɛ wɔn nan mu ɛma wɔn nyɔma somdwe eti SIC sɛ menka nkyɛw sɛ Kofi anya ne deɛ Aram ɛne Alhassan ɛnyɛ wɔn deɛ a ɛna kyerɛ sɛ yakɔ akɔyɛ ɛsoro aboa wakɔtɔkorɔ wode ho bɛdɔm yɛ a ɛnka soro ɛde wɔ sɛ at SIC insurance every policy carries a sacred promise to care, to deliver, to be there when it matters most. Intifra broker 0800 100 055. Na yenko yenim. Power specialist about hospital. Dr. Akosua Adu Aya say yadibia titi wo hepatitis, sciatica, arthritis, gono, syphilis, broken bones, ulcer, hernia, any idea etiti wono bra. Non to the tip. Or the Hebatin Heba mixture in the powder abba. And no a immune system booster. Jirikajiri Heba mixture for male vitality and no. Aduya Heba Malamix for malaria fever, general body pains, and your dear. Cough care, Obawa PB, and a Heba tonic and so abba, wenum etua, and no never boawo. 0244544422. 0244544422. National Lottery Authority, NLA. And for say nay, oh na obi at the numbers be good phone so and now the Facebook and the man say Tresika now we leaked winning lotto numbers and numeri ever bo. Mr. Wada, NL and for say Sandy Pano. A bear crime and cherry sense of a crop for. NL no bebacho yen numbers. Numbers ebe boni nim our games are purely games of chance. Edikana sharing so. And to assist stay alert, don't be scammed, play responsibly. A TBB and a report to Eddie Amai, 0266 087 9486. Omadam Akambi and a Jumadin Air Tower, Eti Yankai, na Yen Shannon. So, Honorable, Yan 2 in 1. Yan share sanitation, post sanitation.
Maybe
then I heard
MPP for
MPP for Zodiano. Yan come in no more. Honorable,
MPP for you.
MPP before
now we interest be what as figure set through maybe name it
MPP before primaries here meze prime or more constituency elections here or more year say macho men is to true be susuna dia am for say macho men for no bo abon watch more because last week no ko ye say boga ho baby MPP Lions be so by am I consume in because to Trafford in some baba beko. A Tiabasha MPP elections on cover the weekend to trust some more. A PM Okatakyie, yes, they are bankaba. Agunisa, Bema Emre, Bonfa, Kiki.
I know the unfortunately say you can't figure this.
And I quite quite.
KB, with the anchor, Anomadi bridge bu amemfa ho. And I got on so yeah, party are there and come in. But once we are all in the political arena, I was a mekambi. You see, MPP Ghanaians are now realizing say you can't the violent political party in Ghana a MPP. I'm say a MPP no, and ye mubia ya meto mpanyinfo no. MPP na be new to us, but so only penny share na or can MPP abakose machirewa. Ultimo say the most violent political party in Ghana, MPP. And Ghanaian said the leadership in parliament or they osahin akanidi ho. Yako osahin as unim the actually. And enye adefo fro Emma yemubi. Say MPP betima ye do moye enra ne na de tia yetwa mu because time na bonga hafu bomu no in 2018 a whole regional delegates conference omo kwakoyi omo regional executives 29 constituencies in the then Bronga Hafuno. Openly, they defied a court order. Injunction and also homo edify etu abano.
Amane Juma.
Amane Juma. Enche ena parliament kruya the former MP for Okatakyie Nyamenfa ne kransi. There was an injunction ewo naba ye kenkan ye declare say one in parliament during the swearing in. Afenyoma kinjina hoka say parliament should swear him in na bibi ebeba bia no obeye den obe take care of. Ena konabra union ekọ ne krechi. So the party that claims to be a law-abiding party no is rather the party that violates a court order. Enka a whole attorney general like Godfrey Dame court Emma order say Gregory Afuku ye release no Emma no emuso. Sa and so amade agugu ho nyina na say ashenso de amde agugu ho nyina should have prompted Okatakyie say and hamona otu no he should know the party he's dealing with. Enti eso de kokromoti ekọ ayiase a ye de sotro ne gya okwan. Wo kono wasisa tax adi wachi de ko na wo ko aprenkensima ekromu a wadi kan ha wani papa ya woni ne ba ekọ wo pese okutu ne bai sa papa na nko so ba betu joma amafo as a council of state member. Senye Ashanti region NDC executives wo ho a enko we ne election no, so you have to know the person you are going to deal with. Ne ba na ye MP na so hwe ekwan a nipa no be protect ne ba no ontena wo se wo fa tax ebe se the verdict of the people. Enti Okatakyie Afrifa se ofri se afija kwa abre se kire east so afija kwa abre east for omo pe no se emrahye bedwani a yenua A+ oko independent no we ne ye
to onso
nko Wallace okay Frimpong oko no kwado oko 2 you want to me lawyer the whole NPP oko independent echo. Now we have 4 members of parliament or more independent. Enti if Okatakyie free say nenkro for hwehwe no omrahye bedwamu a he should go to the independent or go on the independent tangent na nenkro for ento abama no. But say obeka say injunction bi na BBSC na de ga me de MPP party no minimsa egu na ni gunum no also just to make them visible. Now, more to me constructively, no, or more criticize the government for us to also rule the country the best way a bit me rule. Eti me constituency there, and I know I'm 2 years. Ma yanti basa bia just that candidates now mo akoyi no. Me who said 2028 adwuma no omo candidates na nkasa ama NDC adwuma no mu 40% ya yewi enti 60 na aka no ya amamu papa ye de ekoso so de age 2028 no asa atena so enti with the MPP constituency election a ekoso a bantama yeyi nkrofo afri ne de ekeka ho no sa nete. That is the effect of top down approach. So ukobo abronsan so wi ansa wa ba be two foundation sa na eba enti enye me nwanwa pi se de ekoso na Okatakyie no so yemfa ni no a party a wode ayi ba se yengu vigilante na se wotimi akosesa grofo adi wachi se omonko enko disrupt voting process wonso yese na no ya minim se law no ya de 1 year na 2 years na ya dia yese wako outside akoye law bi aba enti no obekire se otimra na onimumra na se obeko akwako disrupt a whole voting process untimi famra kwan so ene be dia then you have yourself to blame.
Okay, Sanitation didn't tell nothing.
Sanitation, no.
We are now before life.
Sanitation, no. Mesra ban said the aya no is the best way to go, but man and kahwa.
Okay.
Say, you see, sometimes you strike while the iron is hot. I told the beer any power who and I will take a drastic action against Nipan and Rahon. On say in Sony Tons always social media, most of the flooded areas, you could realize say Nipan and Casa in Sona Fanono, or no jatum say what could sit down on Suno. Or no one Casa Gina Hono, or who said baby in Suone Bano, a baby was in it. So at that particular point in time, no, Ubudani free we in Sankansoni Budina, and go and find Shaban idea.
Okay.
But sometimes you have to deliberately do something too. You see, this democracy now, yeah, practice no. Yeah, dear no. I say too soft. Democracy, no, a system of governance that suits your people. In Ghana, I think the kind of democracy I say, practice, no, 80-20. The 80 has to be some kind of enforced decision. And yes, unim. What they say, Friday, na Saturday. It's not a Tuesday. Baby, I see no. Mofa cameras in Koho na munko.
But Okada bua. Because me see dan me kwa na say so far na because obi no was say obi see dan e will be municipal mo assembly no enya.
So that is enti na make say ya ka say enipa na kwa akosi. The last time I was listening to one of the NADMO officers. Omukoye demolition was site be. Almost a coy no na obi asia lentil. And he cited the MCU or the DC said Okahumbi. Because answer no be, you see, with my experience in governance, because I have been through the local governors Namdiabidruha.
Okay.
Before you build, you need building permit. And he said, yet now manipa no drew lanterns I had the red paint yakotire na assembly no mfaso be na wo mpanyifo a ite assembly ne de mfaso wo so ba mpanyifo na e assembly ho no mfaso be na wadwuma wo mo ye no so. So you cite the person who gave permit to the developer. Now I cite developer na ankasa. Say MCE be a planning officer be say town yes the fiscal planning unit omona ehwes anema no building inspectorate sa you cite those people a DNT and omoma permit so omama permit there and no cra there nipa no the cost of demolition no I was answer charging nipa no but ye nyina amemeti hai de misuru ana de amanyofo ye nyina yesuru ni se wo koya de papa na nipa na ka che se abatu obeduru. And sometimes because of votes we decide not to do the proper thing na insunsanso na bayen so intim de make akosi nyina ne say yan take some drastic measures in the next 2 weeks. Ebesa nipa na ewo ho no ma adwen besa ko factory setting ebeko default obeko no na adekro ye ya ma nsu ni to ya eyi fa ho no sa adekro na oguso ye.
Okay.
And the mesra ban said the ya no it should be consistent, but there must be a conscious effort to make sure say certain drastic measures are taken against some of this. You know, some countries are ifi and I say felt and a generate income the more. And we have to look around. Acquire a penny for the you to near Kuhun near maybe Koso a month for my hold also. No. Let's implement some of those things here. Na yintimi emwama nneɛma bi the cheapest raw material to get filth.
I see. But I say, Dame, for 2 minutes, we need time to be a can, you be telephone.
Me petty for na sent me mom brainy be.
Mate.
Me nyakwenya follow MPP for elections no kakra.
Okay.
Because in paying for say sabeka for account here na account. Na yensi akoye a political party there. Na I was say ye there. Yes. Look, Mamemfa nefi Okatakyie hono. Na I won't say Sebeka for Okatakyie because of some kaye ne posture bintino. Kamia said no one kakra.
Okay.
Both in NPP kranwa or yeden or woman any other. But in as much as say yes, no, we shouldn't lose sight of their opinion now yet on him. And so because at the current American son say uti and your Okatakyie narrative na meet you.
Okay.
Uti the narrative of a year krumafono and no to abanibia. E kamia say aye isubia papa no abatu mu no size and the banner de yenye den you get it. I will get my way. Ena uti omo so a omo bi mu kire mu say papa na say MPP no wo share wo uti ebi mu kasa so what I say the account of some of the people because me video bi I say papa na wo share obi wo ho a e wo say nipa obon panas nipa na sanso bukotoji e panacho you get it. Apart from so you hine no ono so nkofo edi na chire but what I say because masa ekoye se nkanye bia nkofo bi edi wachi na bibisa na wo so yo hine dem use yo hine ntidan wa bom so tra na metimi aboa MP into visa nka nipa no be dey e be spare no but sometimes wo hwe nipa no ne ono so edi na chire a untumi nye den eze aboa kokose se me de me kwase aye den e penyi nche so etino onkonkoye na ye mmere nku no wo ho so we should condemn aye esunu papa na ye dey ewom no and I think that papa no cry de beti na bi kwa ye tu na de so I wouldn't be surprised because Ghana has yes here wo emra we have emra Supreme Court actually say ahimfo enye active then partisan politics active partisan politics.
That's true.
So as I say active partisan politics ekrom ha ye ka ahimfo a omo interest ewo oman mu a because na Ghana ni ho a hwe ohene bi ti say ohene ahene pon bi mu ti say otunfo gamanche yanamo any other traditional areas akese a ayede akeka ye ntimi modin mu na sankofo ni na wo interest say oman no baye den ebetena ho because oman ni tiwa no din ne hene ni ye
I know there.
mpacho ase
I know there.
oman ni tiwa no din ne hene ni ye until saying when you know they comport themselves not to meddle in a partisan affairs. Until why is it the first time or he be ba a MP and not contested for an election? Is it the first time? It's not the first time. It is not the first time. Until scientists are there, you best say nanano, a panacho. Because on anyway, I no can send fast anti region minister and say we did dinner tempo to yeah ebe na enye sa na ye den etie so hu no na enye sa na etie enti na as much as say Okatakyie mia make us ni party ni mu ankasa no nkofo abona to hodada no ati say e wo say ye hwe sa afa ba ko no so na ye den ni eka because nipa yi a oyi enche ye nu echi ya say dia MP ka no na nko de foforo NDC o so no not the for NDC enche biai not the for NDC but the name say you wo buoma ya hemfu ntino obeye na waka kasa boy dey asho yem enyeze bia ntimi nkasa but the moment onhini be expose no ho this match no obeye no akra bia dey akaseti awo ana waye wayi so hu no Intini yebesere. I mean, election violence. You are cause or bantama. You are cause or bantama. Ye buru bibo na ye touch up. Em said that when said that day na motor Saturday no. I think they could you fufu no could you akoko na short to you. Because omo buru omo hunu ya nkasa. We sankofo we na duabo ne chi omo say confirm not take as a no bed no because duabo dey say ye fa go dam paso. Ye man go dam paso. What I say. So it is sickening. Now MP Sanso can say me fa omo approach na ho. Yes, sebi obi TV and fan. Yes, say oye oto abra oye dey.
I don't know.
Oyin from for you.
Yeah.
So what I say.
Yeah.
So you might think say, oh, at all cost, I will see you protecting Nipa B by a flag bearer.
Yeah.
So yeah, top bottom. Ah,
yeah.
And a buaka o simwa. A bottom way. Na bottom one. That's a way of consequence. Now your new regime pool. Already is the best war. The best war regime in Muro. The best regime. Now aside that in the crown ponso no. Say assembly a wo biano. And yes, all my can. Omon can you. No phone. What I say. And I show beyond to mum. Now don't be made mistake you be no. Be made mistake you be no. Now no assembly no the bad day. Or the bishop. And just go to say a family no kwa you miss say who say na no then e day. Na no assembly then see. So it's in your best watch it. We are building a nation, we are building a country. I hear some of these things. I thought that ye ni pananka sansuno. Ekoba na baby we I think it's 2012 or 2015, baby. President Mahama can say, nobody's blood, right? Nobody's blood. And I say, elections are yekotono.
Yeah.
Like, no one's blood worth it. And I say, Bibisa, like, say, just say, umoja, unsa. Mema o sampo nye day, enkunkuti, by virtue of saying elections. By virtue of saying elections. Like how? Yanko chire ya adwene we na mepe no mepe mpi mempe we yakoto awie enti mepe mpi no e wo sa ahomache kura na wudem na se mbebo a tumbebo kokoko on ze mpi na wo so tuma no. You see, that's this kind of stuff that we are but nim enti can esi wo moma ye hwem ye because so wuti a almost court injunction kura da so.
Yeah.
Anambwa.
Yeah.
But yes, so he said, damn.
Yeah, there was a mama print on ballot, but how possible?
But what I say?
Yeah.
So I for me, that's why I say.
But I party no election committee, yeah, or more.
One thing I can say, utie kruma for no.
Yeah.
Any party for now. Or more ya come here is say, Papa no share. Oh, party. Oh yes. There's a yes.
Never.
Ina me say, oh yeah, financing no. One koka. National executive here compare re-elections. Money at the crown pono. Ebi mo campaigns cash in. It's a good basic day. Akoka watch it.
All right.
Basic aka. Now watch it clean up exercise here.
Yeah.
Now share.
Say you cook here or the home flat you and a house flat.
No.
Yeah.
Share. I know that my own say you be crew man am on my penny can you know. Hey, you were crossing pa. Ye want to say you. Ya ba crew muna ye see a penny be no. Nene mo hwe ne ye. It is one point utina TV so share. Woman penny. One fan in some punch share gross mu the first day. No den nsa e so ball mu. Enti no na wo ye sa afin no. Ah. Wo na wo ye sa afin no. Enti no nia woman penny ni so mu mpo no. Enti angaza enye fere ne o ha mfama. You get it? By na mpika he ye be ye wie ho. Ade be chi. Weeks time. Ubun so na de mu ye na ade chi ye no a. Ye hu nkofo a still na ye de. Eto bola edigu ayi. Yeah. Until sometimes eto de bi a one twini jona betimi aya adwene kakra bi say it bibi nipa say gan say adwene ben pa na de nipa ni trim.
And that's a ear blocking rules for for personal events. And now almost extended from Accra to other way. But first, na any ho. And now, my foot in blocky road to ye. First, Sasuba number 4 Accra. Oh, and now only a common grass here.
I say, I say sometimes you took me to Nasi Bissap. Into I thought that Paul say, into a doom into Moncosonia Bonisana. Into no, because of say young Coson church inti. Why not say because for any year for that or your announcement to radio?
There be.
Obi children say, oh no, you record that announcement. So be children. Into that into a journey must say. Adwene mmase nti anamu amitui enye den enya namompa ade na so amfa ho to so naked now ye den onam abonten ye kire wo school
dabi
won syllabus ye kire say o da sole a menye den menye naked in fan na
shatare
me en na abonten but sa adwene de ye den e wo tirim but you don't have sa adwene say me dey ade we to gatem no obi aka cho say ha na oda hey
yeah obi ka cho say hi odem
ha na oda I owe them hand out that.
That'll be to cut tidy and make by so Charlie. Three times if you coin him or say Obeswana.
Like imagine.
Obisam the best one.
Imagine. No be this will be the ball at 2 baby. On final catcher say na Zoom lion from moon fast one.
NPP course look akra. Na yanko yenim na yenhwe. Me ba chon wan ni. Ala yanko.
Ya ba sene aduma pa moya bo magana le panelist omo contribution no ma kasama ma ni na ya ni ade ya mi shiro omo so le omo kasa pa omo kache yo eno na enti ni kan sa anko ni aya ya sta ni clean up exercise no anka ye no every month na for even 1 year 2 years ma masa Ghana we said no ma better would amayo. But one thing is you a good leader said Muhammad say ya what you mean or or the enforcement task forces account Ghana yet is black yet is kutonu matter so one squeeze a pa unya ngono ewa ya ho enti e wo say my measures near very strong. Shadanu say, didn't we say, yeah, as I didn't say almost could be almost stores. But task forces call, we have close almost shop. I'm sorry, I hear you, Makama. Yeah, you man, so Zoom Lion and another one more castles with Jackie. I'm a Omata Urani.
But I say, me ba chon wan ni.
Ke watch it.
Ya go zibuku yanko.
Ne ma wajo.
Ya ne ya.
Watch my memo mpanifo a ono mo studio na ba so na o program na wo ye no regional vice chairman William Vinyo o tie program no papa still maintain watch mesre regional ministers no omumwa his excellency John Dramani Mahama kakra takrade ye maame assembly woman na wo ne kasa o kaen in terms of market what takrade mesre minister na wo ho no the Sereno, we are appeal to the president, and nothing here you was as a minister. On funny Nancy from now on CC market and farmer takrade for Nanyama Timin Conkai. Na mi we masamuno. Me braba coca say NPP bet me at now opposition 40 to 30 years. My man can't tell me brand what was Casana or can mean a yard being a 60-40 simply because the NDC bet me at Napa Wacha age na grassroots. So musha grassroots ni ya NDC bet met na power che na so mu grassroots na jeje mu dia eno na be ma NDC intimate power che ni kasa na ho kan no e 60-40 na 40 na ma just 60 no enti no mu make sure say party supporters na ye adwumadin eku om life or death no mu make sure they will listen to the party supporters e ho na din kunimudie no beba ama NDC atra power che but so mu neglect party supporters ni dia NDC intimate power che that's my men ne kan
okay me da say yauza
Yauza ubeti mafemi debu incoming to consortium organizer I'm just when this like I said this a crab when this fu na ma sam so one year man won koye na Yauza in terms of after express how to organize Yauza be a best it is one or chama no pay no so was come what to about man as a consortium organizer na me be yejuma kana ba ye be kana ba mu ache na me tia
Kebati, Mamista TV, John Draman Mama, Nyansanoko or Unikin Solomon, Nyansa, Abadai, Timaya, so Ghana, Dana, Kuma Punusu. Now, and yet John Draman Mama, one ever get the MC in DC, and maybe say, who says a crumb? No, we are government appointed, we are retail minister, we are MC, we are DC. Just the president of Mama Katam to Mutu and Amobia from Mutu and Amo. And it's all Mamma position, they are going to come out. And I come back to me, about Kubo to the Southern America. I would not have also. But I'm not going to go. I'm saying this is not the keyword that you quite too much. You do secret keyword that the Biabu Cooperative. You would that to Mamma Namwa or keyword that. When I'm not secure, clay, 1 year to my end of people who can. 1 year to my dear for to Mama. Can I do away to the national year? 1 year to my dear one get an end.
Okay, as Yawa Fabisiano, was it MCs do Donna Okatakyie? No money, a present no Okatakyie. C1002 quarters Adam Makambi, Open Papa Daju John home. Babia Abusiano be Felix Benza, C1002 quarters, your East Airport Okwegono. Market Street, PC Bar Center, Dr. Patience Kobina. Menstrual pains, poor flow, waist pains, back pains, male vitality, poor vision infections out doing nano. A whole NIA call Medina Social Welfare, Takrade Air Force Station Basic School. Third Icon Vision Center, when we are DBiano, a whole and I'd become Mr. Kill, Prodata, Loan Ghana Limited for the Aba. Mr. Kill, remember doing a boy, papa. With regards to Takrade market, market circle, Diano. Gains NDC now Takrade. Mr. President, Regional Minister, and MC is a much Takrade Hoshia, Momo Money call. Momo Money call her a ben fasudi dia mamo. Your origin be ho any crew how jia na udi hunia utimeje. Say a futu constituency, send NDC dia. And a penyama can convert it. Aguna East, Miami Mame Kwesta Puku Asoya constituency, NDC dia, NPP for dia. And now, my manager, my papa, and then I convert here about the NDC.
With your support and the support of the security service and the private sector, yesterday we were able to bring a lot of refuse on the streets. And as we expected before we came, most of the refuse were in the houses. But because of your intervention to open all the transfer stations and the landfill site and to close it today, they will continue to be keeping the refuse in their houses. And we don't know when the next rain is coming. When the rain is coming, then they will come and be putting them into the gutters. So clearly, once we create that access, the stations will be opened, and within the next 1 week or 10 days, Your Excellency, even tomorrow, your Pentecost elder, I will not go to church. Tomorrow, Manchester service will be held here. We will come and make sure that we do the evacuation until we finish to bring you the report that you want. And I think that you will be of the view that we clean, after that we sweep, and all those kind of things. We will do it to your expectation, but a report will be brought. Thank you for your distinguished and excellent leadership.
I want all of us to remember that we've had 6 transfer stations that were built more than 9 years ago. Unfortunately, they were not put into operation. So we've asked the contractor to open the transfer stations somewhere into the IRECOPs. If they dump at the transfer stations, we'll use these big trucks and load the... Ghana is a resilient country, Accra is a resilient city, and we'll bounce back better than before. Thank you very much.
And the president is just about interacting with the media.
Yesterday you were because of the nature and the enormity of the problem that you keep witness. By thankfully,
Oh, yeah, but now you're down. I'm gonna find him. Yes, if you know, finish the bite. I'm gonna find him. I'm gonna minimum one. Honestly, I said, I quite be a bit. I must have been a better. So, can I send ban of my hotel? I'm dying.
Yeah, but say about Betuaba. Ye buy no ye gusua ye gigi accreditation ene ye nioma ye Betuaba. Ebi kura salaya o masha se Betuaba no. Nti ye Betuaba no so no. De hu ya ne se enkrofo bi aba. Omo ba ya ombo wura mu a na ombe sesa nkonya no. About box no no mububu. Eti no kasa ni nyina mu so no na ye ya te se omo de injunction ato election no so. Eti no obi di kan bae bra bi di kan bae obae no be bisa say ohun say omo conduct election no omo nye yisifo na yehu ni say yes yesu yehu say omo che yisi atade bia na omo conduct ade no but say ye de delegate na say mbeto aba enti ye de ye ntimi hu say we ye yisi ana say we nye yisi ana ye de ye guso aye to aba no ti abato no mu ana omo ba ya ombese bibia nti say no abato no de asizi yentimi hu say beto ana say yento say ye ne say ye wochina yentimi hu
na Dr. Alhaji Mahmudu Bawumia Franka tuni di ma NPP amanyoko no na 2028 abato beto Ghana ha nyame ya dom na se bibia nsi a Mahmudu ene kogina mu ne kasama fo ba ko friend Dennis Miracle Saboaje enra na kwa epese otukwan kakra na yokofo se da bi wo ma di na chiache ebe afinie na emre bi a sabi na akufado president no ye de dwumade bi hye ne sa asoman ne office no sika sabi ye hwehwe mu no aye 55 million Ghana cedis kaneti sika no 550 billion ena chese officer okotran as executive secretary no sa sika no ehun akuntabo na kwa ebo achibidin enye onu nko a enkrofo bi ka ho na Miracle so na sabi ase ono no communicated ma Bawumia ne NPP ntino do na enim no but Chioma no enye Miracle so nko a but ono being the former boss of IMCC no Misewada is under investigation. It's what to say at Miracle Saboaje na nye sesabi ne hu ne ye obi ahi ono kra na body no kra no saying what you say won so nwa bi asa obi ansuro no na mmom no obesom Ghana na ne nsom no ene ne dwumade obedi ye no ena oman Ghana ehwehwe eniemam ramanu sampa no office no ono no da no 55 million Ghana cedis bi ɛho akontabo na kwakwa eboache bi din we nya me a but boache ba ko no din etina se oba na ensemisa bi ho no mo no yetimi ebisa no etano nam so ama NPP amanyoko no wo ma kwakwa ha Okada boys a omo tu motos a do mo cheche ma boys no omo ba ban mu no motos a omo cheche ma boys no ena cheso ma boys no de motos no omo se omo fa nko yoko honom ye be videos bi honom ama na fe wo hu hawa enema enso be kɔ no honom eti oral cases no ebia enie akontabuo if unya kwanya be serve Ghana ese otimi serve Ghana no kre ene ni die mo ene emudie mu nso so enti otese ya kire obi a enye se hwan ade na wo kire no oha o hwa no dabi sene obi di kan o post station na otimi ko report ko sibuache na kwasi nya hwe post 14 be kire anhwe yi a o kwakọ da cells what I say akopem krasa de beche anasa de beche ni mpre no so ama post phone so chi kwasi kra no sebi na no kran shede ginasa na ema no bill no sa ne ma we nse no enye new it's what to say achi obi a na odi nyasa ene nimde ato ho na fe so hu awa obesifa atoto de ma enye nchie bia na se odi akire isan se obi amane esane what I say obi amane esane pa etu anhwe yi a ode munyi aboaje mi wa aboaje ba yesika odi yi ebia na sabi osusu wa nibi wanya wansi di kra ni na munyi aboaje wenfo ba na una ho ekwasemu na bi ewoma Justin Kodua ewoma Akufo Addo ewoma Bawumia awo pepacho wate ase wo nyina wo ma na so na ebisa se san kwada no wo mo yoko ana da bida me no mienu eye carpenter ba okuani ba ene edwamni ba yi a kyese amobrofo ya na ye de womma moto a ene pe munyini dabi ahwe ya na oni moto no enso akwakodin senseme etiatrasi ye trust ni pam na issues awdo ne enkrofo aka o machia no ye tre no so ye ka no krekire to me intimidation bi agye na enimo Asutifi North onabo akwaba
eni okay wachi
na bibia boko
yami adum bibia boko
consensus is saying
conscience boko
I see eda yami ase
medisi na enra chi anopa ohre ninu aba enti ene oya nkramo mo nkramo fo enti me ne okasa yo mo ya ado ewo Asutifi North enti me fa fidie so na ma we she Honorable Hafiz Dauda Dabel se nyame enhyanedin so na ye constituency deputy secretary ono so ninu a eba no no munyina ye abusua
I see
enti NDC Asutifi North se ya anti asem de so de nyame pe no ye